Good morning, my tribe, and all of you people out there in YouTube land. I thought I would reintroduce you to my very favorite prepping buddy. She don't take no shit, and she doesn't believe in theories. She doesn't believe in nonsense. She doesn't believe in the fairy tales of YouTube. She doesn't believe in armchair quarterbacking. She believes in cold, hard facts. This is her. She is my best prepping buddy. Her name is Math. She's a cold, hard bitch, and she does not care. Let's talk about math. So you're going to go out there during SHTF, and you're going to feed your family on squirrels. I've heard this before from a very rational friend of mine whom I've known for decades, and his answer whenever the subject comes up, and I consider him to be a very rational person, but whenever the subject of SHTF comes up, he says the same thing. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to feed my family on squirrels. I'm going to shoot the squirrels. That's what he says. Let's think about that for a minute. Let's have my friend, who's a cold, hard bitch, do a little calculating for us. Because she don't care about what you think you can do. She only cares about what you actually can do. So, you got a family. And this gentleman, friend of mine, has a family. Husband, wife, 2 kids. They're older now, but back in the day when he started espousing all of this theory of his about feeding his family on squirrels, they were younger, preteens. So the general formula is 2,200 calories a day for a male, 1,600 for a female, and 1,000 each for the kids. Those are light numbers. You're losing weight. You're not going to maintain a good, healthy weight at those calorie levels if you're out doing work. If you're sedentary, okay. In SHTF, you're doing everything. You are everything. You are, if nothing else, the amount of worrying you're going to do is going to burn an insane amount of calories. Well, let's do a little math here. So feed your family on squirrels. At 2,200 calories a day, at 104 calories for the average squirrel, you need 56 squirrels a day, 56 squirrels per day to feed your family on squirrels. That's not very realistic. None of what I'm about to say is realistic at all. But for the sake of argument, that's where we're going. Let's throw in crows and pigeons. Each contain approximately 140 calories, which you can consume. Average it out. Say you get 1 squirrel, 1 crow, 1 squirrel, 1 pigeon. That's 122 calories average. At 5,800 calories a day for your family, you need to get 47.5 squirrels, crows, pigeons per day. That's per day. That's you and your 4 family members. 3 family members, total of 4 in your family. To feed your family for 90 days, and remember, SHTF is a long, drawn-out thing. You're never home by Christmas when it starts in October. It's years long before things go back to normal. We lose the power grid, and it's years of difficulties and adjustments and people dying along the way because they took their normalcy bias into a situation where it just wouldn't work. So for 90 days, you need 4,278 squirrels to feed your family for 3 months. 4,278 squirrels for 3 months. Okay, and his plan was to go out and shoot them. I know he didn't have 4,278 shotgun shells. And he didn't have 4,278 22 shells. So what's he using? You trapping 50 squirrels a day? 50 squirrels every day, every single day. $1,250 pellets. How many of these do you have? Do you know how many you need? You need 1, 2, 3, 4 packages just like that for 3 months. That's 5,000 pellets. How many of those do you have right now? Because you got to be quiet. Because the more noise you make, the more people come and investigate. What's that noise over there? How come that sounds like a 22. Somebody's shooting a 22. I better go see if they got something. Because I'm hungry. And my kids are hungry. So you're shooting a pellet gun. Or a wrist rocket. Yeah, right. How about a sling? Yeah, right. You got the skills for that? Really? Let's talk about skills. This is 5,000 rounds. You need 4,278 squirrels every 90 days. Divide 5,000 by 4,278. You have a 0.85% miss rate. That's how many you can miss. Less than 1% of your shots can be misses. Every other shot has to be a kill shot, or at least an incapacitation shot. Really? Do you have that skill level right now? If that's your plan, you better get that skill level there, where you are 100% deadly. And you better have these. And that's just 90 days. Dogs and cats. Siri won't let me ask how many calories a cat has in it for eating by humans. It'll only tell me how many calories per day a cat eats. That's about 200 calories a day. So if you got a pet cat and you want to feed it, you're going to have to get it 1.5 or so squirrels per day for your cat. This also takes into account that you have zero competition. Zero competition from other predators. You can't feed your cat, so you turn it loose because you don't want to kill it and you're not going to eat it. Poor little Fifi, whatever you call your cat. So you just let it go. Let it go feral. That cat just became your competition, your primary competition for those squirrels and those pigeons and those crows. So your scenario of feeding your children off of squirrels, your family off of squirrels, assumes zero competition. It assumes no one hears you or sees you. You got 50 squirrels on a string or a bag and you're hauling them home over your shoulder. No one's going to see you and say, that's my family's meal for the day. No one's going to say that. No one's going to shoot you in the back to take your squirrels and feed their family with those squirrels. No, that's not going to happen. Why? Because it can't happen. Why can't it happen? Because you haven't allowed for the possibility. But for decades now, we've had people being killed in downtown LA over the sneakers, the new sneakers they've been wearing. And you think no one's going to take your squirrels to feed their family? Think again. So you have competition from cats, dogs, everything else that let go and run wild. And the cats and dogs are getting killed off too and consumed. Think they're not? Look at what's happening in Michigan already. I want you to think about something. This is what I'm going to leave you with. Math. She's a cold, hard bitch, and she does not care. What's the numbers? You take your family of 4, add them up, 5,800 calories per day, divide it by 4. The average calorie count is 1,450 calories. That is a starvation diet. You are not going to live off of that. You are going to slowly die. But taking the Southern California population, actually it's the Los Angeles population. In Los Angeles area is 19 million people. At 1,450 calories per day per person, you need, I want you to listen to this, for 90 days to feed 19 million people, you need 27 billion, 550 million squirrels. I'm going to say that number again so it sinks in. 27 billion, 550 million squirrels per 90 days. Store food. Store food now while you still have a chance. And it's not just storing food. You have to be a net producer of calories. You have to become a net producer of calories. The math doesn't work out any other way. Because the moment you open your first emergency supply of food, you have begun the countdown to your family's starvation. So have a plan, a good plan, a solid plan. Get away from built up areas. Get property. Learn how to grow food, how to animal husbandry, how to raise food. Food on the hoof, beef on the hoof, whatever it is, rabbits. Rabbits are great. I do Flemish giants myself. You need 1 female per member of your family, and they'll produce about 320 kits per year. That's a pretty good, decent amount of meat. But get to storing. You need stored calories to get through the desperate part. It won't be a 90-day affair either. Once things go south, it takes years to get it back because civilization has gone wonky. Anyways, people, do the math. It's a reality. It's a reality check. It's a real reality check. Ain't nothing stopping what's coming. God bless you all. Take care. Think about it. Dwell upon it. Make solid plans that work. Get away from built up areas. Get people that you can trust. Get food stored away. Have a water plan. Water is life. God bless you all. Take care. Bye.